Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. This was part of our Wednesday night Legacy series at Scholars. Lots of ways to play Legacy at Scholars, really becoming the home of Eternal Magic in New England. We've got Wednesday night Legacy, which is very long-standing, a new Friday night Legacy event for Force of Will, and then this Saturday, if you're seeing this video before the 21st, is going to be a Legacy Open, the Scholars Legacy Championship, and the winner is actually going to get one of these Old Gods playmats here. You see the one on Rodney's side there. The 21st, the one on my side, is the one for the Vintage Open the following weekend. And I am on Elves this week. I had a few comments asking about Elves and how to adjust the deck with the loss of Deathrite Shaman. I ended up going with a pretty intuitive change. I've seen some other people make it as well. I think losing Deathrite Shaman makes you want to have Scavenging Ooze. It's the next in line in terms of graveyard interaction in green. And then you're going to need to make up for the mana. And for that, I settled on 2 Llanowar Elves and an additional Birchlore Ranger. And Rodney here on Dragon, very fast. Thoughtseize against a Multa 5. I did find the Scavenging Ooze, but it is out of there thanks to Thoughtseize, so no interaction here. And this is a Dryad Arbor and pass, and Rodney's actually going to unmask himself. That's bad news. Blood Crypt. One of the incredible things about this Dragon list has been putting up very strong results, and it's actually suboptimal. It's running cards like Blood Crypt as Rodney is building the deck up to its full power. Of course, Badlands will be a strict upgrade. And it is non-trivial. The Blood Crypt would not be able to win off of Worldgorger Dragon if that's the only land. So that's actually a significant potential downside, but much like the rest of the Worldgorger deck, those downsides, they can be managed. It's really a risk-reward ratio, and Rodney not shying away from the risk. We have an Animate Dead on Gristlebrand, drawing a bunch of cards, 2 Lotus Petals, enabling a Dance of the Dead now on Worldgorger. So this is going to create a loop where all of Rodney's permanents are going to come in and out of play. That Gemstone Mine going to do all the heavy lifting here. The Blood Crypt not going to chip in, but that's going to allow him to generate infinite mana. Now he is using Entomb. And he's going to be able to break the loop here with Worldgorger, choosing Iona. And he's going to go ahead and name green with a whole lot of mana in his pool to get rid of my entire deck. So not giving Elves any chance to draw into a different answer. A card like Karakas, which could conceivably be main deck. Just no reason to take the chance. Elves probably one of the worst matchups here for Dragon. Really any of the Reanimator strategies. Elves poorly equipped now due to the lack of Deathrite Shaman. The sideboard's going to reflect that. So in the past, a couple of Surgicals, maybe a Karakas would do. Now I am actually looking at 4 Leyline of the Void as the baseline and going to build out from there. I actually have a couple of Surgicals as well. So 6 dedicated pieces of sideboard hate. Discard is an interesting question for the new Elves list. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to spend working on it. My focus has been on Storm lately. That's what I'll be playing this Saturday for the Scholars Legacy Championship. Of course, that is a larger event, so I want to give myself the best chance to win. Not as much worried about what shows up on the stream, as we'll have a ton of players there, be able to show a large variety of matches. So I'll just kind of worry about my own matches there. And jam some Storm, which has been performing quite well. But as far as continuing to work on Elves, it's an interesting thought exercise, at the very least. Discard feels forced at this point. So in the past, Deathrite Shaman really made it was a green deck, but it had access to all the colors that you could need. And even if your mana base was shut down, you still had Deathrite. Now discard feels quite a bit worse. Needing that black mana and having to fetch a Bayou in order to use it. And here is a very soft opening here against Rodney. Dryad Arbor. Now, you do want to see Dryad Arbor on the first turn, but you're hoping to Green Sun Zenith for it. And now Scavenging Ooze. So a turn 2 Skoos against Dragon. This likely means it's going to have to be go time for Rodney. But it might be exactly that. Lotus Petal. There's Entomb, and he's got the Animate Mana open. World Gorger with the Sunscorched Desert. So with the loop and the desert there, that will create infinite damage to players or planeswalkers. Surgical answers Dance, but Pact of Negation answers Surgical. And a next level evolution here of Dragon. Pact of Negation trumping Surgical Extraction. And there we go, Rodney just showing what it looks like for those permanents to be flickering in and out. So Pact of Negation, an absolute trump card there against Surgical. And Dragon taking it down in 2 against the newly revamped Elves. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.